Oh my fucking goodness. I know you are fucking lying. Jason is at the door. Hey lovies, welcome to my corner of the galaxy here in the Celestial Council. Tasha Monet Sims here with another video for you. Today we are back with Desperate Housewives and we are actually in Eileen's home and it is Winterfest. So Aileen and her husband Sean have not been sleeping in the same bed. Sean has been sleeping in their little shed here, which is basically like their studio where Aileen does her paintings and he does woodworking because he's a carpenter and she's a painter. And he hasn't been, like sleeping there and things like that because he's been feeling really upset and down after finding out that Aileen slept with his best friend prior to their marriage, and that the son that he has been raising may not be his. It was a shock to Sean and he wasn't prepared for that. Like, he's really happy now because it's the holidays and he loves holiday time, like with his son and his wife, and he still very much loves Aileen despite everything that has been happening. He wants to know if Emmett is his son, but we don't necessarily know at this moment if he'll be able to recover if Emmett is not his biological son. We'll have to wait to find out. And it kind of sucks because Emmett doesn't know anything that's going on, right? Like, he knows who Jason is. Like, he knows that Jason is his father's best friend from however long ago when they were younger. And he also, has met Jason a few times, but he doesn't know much more than that. And it'll definitely be a shock for little Emmett to find out that his father is not his father. And it kind of sucks, like this is happening around Christmas time. They've been, just like trying to work things out and get things together. And while Aileen and Sean haven't, like been arguing or anything like that in front of Emmett, like, he's not blind and he does realize that his dad is not sleeping in the same room as his mom. And he hasn't really been asking questions. He's just been, letting things be what they are. He feels that his parents will eventually get these things together, but he's also, just a little curious as to what's going on because things seem to be fine until his father's friend came, and now things aren't as fine as they used to be. And so, it's a little strange for Emmett to see his parents this way, but at the same time, he's just trying to make sure that he does what he needs to do so that he's not a cause for any issues for his parents as well. And that really isn't something that should be on him, like a teen or not. He is still a child and the problems of adults are not his to carry on his shoulders. But he is just, like a little wary and concerned because he really loves his parents and he loves his family and he's a great child. And so Aileen is just going to, like talk to Emmett and, just like tell him how much she loves him and enjoys him. And she also knows how, like he's really into like robotics and things like that. And she wants to make sure that he has the things that he needs for like a great university. Let's have her go ahead and have a deep conversation with Emmett. She's just gonna be like, like, Emmett, I just hope you understand that no matter what happens in life, like, I will always love you. You're always going to be my baby, no matter what happens. And, I think Aileen is a bit worried, like she's not showing it, but I think she is really worried about what could possibly come of her actions that have finally come back to pass, right? Because for the longest time, like, it was just an old memory in her head, and now she is dealing with the aftermath. So Aileen is actually going to go head out, and she's going to go do the paternity testing. She has all the things that she needs to do. So the only thing that she hasn't done is get tested herself. So Aileen is going to pick up the results of her paternity test. She is very happy in things right now, and even if she comes back happy, like, I don't anticipate that will last for long when she has to talk to Sean about her cheating and the paternity of Emmett. And so Sean is just, just sitting here talking to Emmett, and they're having a good old time. So I've been trying to avoid looking at relationship panels. I haven't had Sean click on Emmett or Emmett click on Sean, so that, like, I don't get any hints on their relationship to one another. So I mean, there's definitely that. Like, I'm really just trying to make sure that I do this the proper way. He can do a little bit of extra credit work while we're waiting for Aileen to come back home, and I'm so very nervous, right? Because whatever the results are, right, like, and regardless of how these things can happen, like, it's just, it's going to hurt either way, right? Because Aileen loves both of the men involved, but she wants to keep her marriage. I don't know if Aileen is thinking about the fact that, like, if for whatever reason, like, this is not Sean's son, like, Sean could possibly decide to leave. Oh my fucking goodness. I know you are fucking lying. Jason is at the door. I'm gonna have him go ahead and argue with Jason. Like, what are you doing here, Jason? This is insane, right? Like, it's Christmas Day and freaking Jason shows up. And so he's arguing with him, like, what are you doing here? Like, it's Christmas Day. Like, it's time for family. And look, and Jason's just like, I have just as much right to be here as you do, Sean. Like, Emmett might be my son. I know that. Aileen went to go find out today. He's just like, well, we're not going to be doing anything until after Winterfest. And Jason's like, well, I will be here because I need to know. If that is my son, I want to be here for him. And Emmett's like, even if you are biologically his father, I have raised this boy. This is my son. And I don't think this is something that Aileen anticipated, right? That this could be something that happens, like, as these two, like, argue with each other. Right. And Sean is, like, Sean still wants to be, like, just happy and good. Even though he is very upset with Jason and he's upset with his wife because he loves his son. And even though she really messed up big time, like, he loves his wife and he wants for things to work out for the better for his family. And look at Eileen's face. She is so upset. She is upset at the fact that Jason showed up. Like, she can't even contain her face, right? Like, she is not happy. Eileen's, like, she's really frustrated with Jason because she doesn't understand, like, why he would decide to do this here now with her son, like, at the table. I know you want to know, and you have a right to know. And I promise tomorrow, you, me, and Sean will get together and we will discuss Emmett's paternity. But right now is not the time. And Jason is pissed, right? He's leaving because deep down, right, like he loves Aileen too. Like he wants to be with Aileen. And Aileen, you know, like she's just like spending this time with her son and singing and having a good time, because who knows what is going to happen in the near future, right? Like things could just be over. So I don't know if Aileen is ready to have this talk, right? So first, you know, she's just going to be friendly and ask him about his day. No, sir. No, sir. Sit and chat here. And, you know, she just wants to, you know, like have a conversation with him, right? Like she wants to write, like, and she's just like, you know, like no matter what the test says, Sean, like, you know, you are Emmett's father and you're my husband and I love you. And I don't want you to think that the results of any paternity test can deny the many years that you put into raising our son. And current children, 0, which means that he is not the father. Pause. Y'all, oh my God, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Like, why do I want to cry? Where did she go? Like, she couldn't even stay here. Like, she couldn't even stay. She couldn't even sit here. Like, she wasn't ready. I wasn't ready either. Oh my goodness. She went, oh, Aileen. And she's going to go ahead and she's going to confess that. So I know I told you the last time, but you remember, like, Jason and I, we slept together, and there was always the possibility that Emmett wouldn't be yours. I went and I picked up the paternity test. Look at his face. Oh no. Y'all, I am so sad. I was not ready for this. Like, Aileen is telling him that Emmett's not his son. Look at his lip. Aileen, stop yelling at him. You're the one who cheated. Oh my goodness, look at him. She's like, I don't but I love him. That's my son. And Eileen's like, I know. I get it, but I made the mistake I made and I can't take it back, Sean. Like, Jason is Emmett's father. And y'all, I really have tears in my eyes. Like, I'm sad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this part here. I thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Desperate Housewives. If you like this episode, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're feeling so moved, definitely go ahead and share this video with your communities. If you'd like to see your Sims and any of my LPs as Townies, make sure you upload them to the gallery with the hashtag TMSTownies. As always, I'm sending positive vibes your way. I'm Tasha Monet. See you next time.
The end of the world at the palm of my hand.